feel like the best way to film this video is really just like cutting the camera on and talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? We got some things to talk about. We got some new things to talk about, you know what I'm saying? We're starting another channel, y'all. We're starting another YouTube channel, and it's weird. I'm like a little nervous to talk about it, but I'm in my own house, you know what I'm saying, by myself, so why am I nervous about speaking about it? Anyway, bruh. But yeah, bruh, we're starting a new channel here, and I figured I'd go ahead and tell you guys about it. I think it's something different, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if it was anybody else doing it, then it probably wouldn't have that vibe that I think it'll have. But I feel like I'm up for the task of putting this kind of content together. I am up for the task. It is going to be a whole different view of all the other things that I'm into. And for the sake of keeping, Young Chevy Truck, monetized and good, I'm not going to go too into detail about, what I want the next channel to have. But I feel like I could go the most roundabout way of saying this, but I'm going to create a YouTube channel for all things tactical that I'm into. All things tactical. You know what I'm saying? Making your body tactical, making your tools tactical, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much just going through it all, you know what I'm saying? It's a self-improvement kind of channel. It's all the weird, quirky things that I think are cool other than cars, basically, all wrapped into one channel. And so I guess first and foremost what's going to be on this channel is boxing. I have actually been training for the past couple months, you know what I'm saying, just at a gym, privately, you know what I'm saying, and I wasn't even gonna film this whole process. I wasn't even gonna make a channel about this whole process, but then as I started to like do it, as I got my trainer and started to go, ever so often, as I started to like go through the processes of all of it, I was like, wow, this is, because I kind of had to take a step back and look at myself. Like, I'm 25 years old. I didn't play any sports in high school at all. I was just gearhead. I was in the garage. I didn't care about that at all. To suddenly go from not playing any sports at all to go to the toughest one is like a big jump. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought, how cool would it be? Because like I might be denying the world of something actually amazing by not filming it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like I'm a real example that you can do it too. Because when I was younger, I was more of a nerdy kid. I'm a nerdy guy now. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of, you know what I'm saying, carry it a different way. But when I was younger, I was way, way nerdier. You know what I'm saying? So to go from not playing any sports in high school, being a nerdier kid, and then deciding to just kind of go all the way with this is just different for me. It's something I'd probably never do, I probably wouldn't be doing this a couple years back, because I was just a different person, a couple years back. But now I'm just all about, like I said, self-improvement in pretty much every way possible. And I was thinking about getting a personal trainer, at first, and I don't know, nothing against anybody who has a personal trainer, but I wanted something a little bit more like useful. I didn't want it to be just for like aesthetic reasons. I want the muscles to be like functional, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care, especially not now. I really don't care to be a like big guy, you know what I'm saying? I just want the muscles to be functional, and I thought fighting was the best way. Fighting is the most functional, muscle you can build, in my opinion. It's like I feel like it's the fittest fit in my mind, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to have everything in line in order to last, in order to endure, so that's why I chose it. So first and foremost, gonna have boxing on the channel. And ironically enough, my first sparring session is next week. So I don't know how I'm gonna film it. I think I'm just gonna have to be that weirdo who has a camera and a tripod set up in the corner. But if that's what I gotta do in order to get it out to y'all, and so be it. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do to film it and put it together. So I know y'all are wondering, like, okay, well, what other things could you possibly have on this channel other than that? I mean, honestly, I think that's a milestone in itself. Just the boxing is probably gonna be 50% of the whole thing. You know, the training, I'm gonna just post, like, you know, my training videos, stuff I'm bad at, stuff I'm learning, you know, just all that stuff. You know, sort of like I do Young Chevy Truck, just kind of show a little bit of everything. But on top of that, I want to have my tools tactical, you know, and like I said, for the sake of keeping this channel in good standing, yeah, it's gonna be some pew-pews on that channel. All right, whole lot of pew-pews on that, on this new channel that I'm talking about, which I haven't mentioned the name yet, but we'll get to that. But yeah, I've always been a good shot, always, and it's kind of weird admitting that on this channel, because that stuff, obviously, I'm not supposed to, like, YouTube doesn't necessarily like it, so that's why I'm kind of, you know, wary of it. But either way, this channel is going to be designated for all of that, so that's why, you know, I'm kind of trying to separate the two. Like, any other time I probably just put it on here, but now I'm trying to, like, separate the two. So yeah, a whole lot of pew-pews are going to be on this new channel, and it's not just going to be like regular, like, range stuff. Like, I'm trying to get, like, the whole shebang, like the whole, I want CQB pew pew training, I want long range pew pew training, you know, I want it all. I want all of that. Like, I think it's very cool, and so I'm probably gonna be just, like, you know, enrolling in, like, some courses or some classes here and there whenever you know, they're here in Atlanta, and film, just put GoPros on my chest, put GoPros on the pew-pews, and you know, just kind of vlog it. You know, I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. Like I said, this is a whole nother aspect of, like, my hobbies. You know, I love stuff like that. It's fun. It's fun for me, you know, and it's been in the family for a while. It's been fun for Dean's, you know what I'm saying, way up the line also. So I feel like it only makes sense. But yeah, I just thought, who am I to deny the world of something that extraordinary? You know, that might sound very arrogant to some people. Probably is a little arrogant, but, you know, it's just that to go from this to the dramatic other end of the spectrum on it, I mean, I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. Really. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I was terrified to just start the training on its own. For whatever reason. I don't know, it made me nervous. But I was nervous to just walk in the gym and be like, okay, show me this, teach me this, you know? I was nervous with that, and I overcame that, and now, like, I'm used to sort of like the gym environment now, which is something I had to get over, but I did, you know? I did, and it's it doesn't make me nervous anymore to walk in there, because like I said, I never played sports a day in my life, so it's like I wasn't coordinated, and I wasn't, like, they couldn't put things in perspective for me like they could for other, like, sportier dudes, you know? So, like, there would be times, like, I've had 2 trainers now, but my previous trainer, like, he was teaching me how to move and jab at the same time, right? How to step and jab at the same time in, you know, different directions. So he tried to tell me, it's like, bro, just like dribbling a basketball. And I'm like, I didn't like basketball. Like, I was the kid who hated gym class altogether. I was that kid. And now I'm doing, like I said, the whole other end of the spectrum, completely a whole nother realm for me, you know? Like I said, if I can do it, any one of y'all watching this can do that also. If y'all want to get in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Because I was sweating bullets before I even started the training from just my nerves being high. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just something I never experienced. It was different for me. but I got over it. So yeah, y'all. Yeah. So we're trying to become, you know, we're trying to become somewhat of a fighter. Like I don't care to be a pro at this, you know. I don't like I definitely I would love to fight in like an amateur boxing match at least once. Like at least once, just for me, for the books, you know, just say I did it. But honestly, I'm just trying to, like, the sparring honestly will be enough for me just to test, you know, my my abilities, just to see where I stand in the build off that. Like that's good enough for me, because like I said, the whole point is to build myself up. This is a channel for self-improvement. It's a channel about really just being the best you that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the things, all the necessary steps that it takes to be the best you. You know, by your definition, you that you can be. And like I said, I just feel like that would be probably it would give a lot of inspiration to everybody else out there who's thinking about doing something like that. You know, I want to basically, ultimately, do whatever it takes to build my skills up for when I don't have any tools on me, and I also want to build the skills up for when I do have tools on me in every aspect, in every way. I want to be something with it and something without it, if that makes any sense. And I'm trying to keep it, I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, because I'm being really you know, I'm speaking in codes because, you know, I'm trying to keep everybody happy, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. I want to be something with it and something without it, you know. And so yeah, this is my route. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be prepared for, I guess I can say, prepared for every situation that I could possibly get into. Every situation. Oh, I avoid everything, you know, to the best of my ability, you know. I'm a very peaceful person, you know. You can ask anybody. Like, I'm calm, cool, collected. I don't want no problems with anybody, but I still want to be prepared, you know. Still want to be prepared. That's what this whole channel is about. Being prepared, being the best human being that you can be by your definition. And yeah, so we're trying to become, you know, proficient, you know, with our hands, proficient with our tools. We're trying to, you know, well, basically, look, I'm not gonna be cheesy with it, but like, the channel name is going to be called Becoming the Bandit on YouTube. Becoming the Bandit on YouTube is gonna be the new channel name. Yeah, nothing's happening with Young Chevy Truck. I mean, like, nothing is not going away or something. We're just gonna have 2 channels. That's all. And I just wanted to let y'all know and kind of explain in detail. But yep, is gonna be called Becoming the Bandit. Becoming that definition of, you know, becoming that definition that you deem as like the best version of yourself. You know, the version of yourself that can handle whatever is thrown at it. Is trying to build. We're trying to build on that, and that might be, you know, anything for you. You know, you might call it something different, but I thought that you know, in this case, the dumb the goofy inside joke between me and TNT Garage, I feel like it finally came in handy, because I think the name kind of, it rolls off the tongue. I think Becoming the Bandit makes sense. So yeah, yep, that's what it is. So I think this is what is pretty much over, y'all. I just look, I know I talked for a while, but it's like I wanted to introduce it properly, you know. I wanted to go into detail about like where I'm going with this. So make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Go subscribe, man. Go subscribe to Becoming the Bandit on YouTube. There's nothing on there yet, but I don't know. I just kind of I felt the spirit, and so I figured I'd go ahead and tell y'all about it. There's an Instagram account for it already, also, and like I said, you know, go subscribe to it on YouTube, and we'll try to make something shake, y'all. We'll try to make something shake. So make sure y'all stay tuned. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you over there on Becoming the Bandit on YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.